Tyler Glasnow is so back. That's right. Glasnow had a great start today in spring training. And, there was concerns after last year having his injury, what kind of Glasnow we were going to see in 25. Well, it seems like we're going to see the Glasnow of old, and everybody is super excited. Also, a player that an insider believes is going to make an impact for the Dodgers during the 2025 season. Kind of a surprise. We know the Dodgers farm system always has these hidden gems. We're going to get into somebody that potentially could be an interesting factor for the Dodgers during the 2025 season. Hey, this is Mike Nelson. Make sure to subscribe to the channel. I want to thank the almost 38% of the ones who are watching these videos who have already hit the sub button, but 61% of you have not subscribed yet. I'm not sure why. Myself and Brad J, we're bringing you everyday Dodger content. You're not going to find it like this anywhere else on YouTube. We're the best Dodger channel out there. Don't let anybody tell you different. We're bringing you live streams, everyday videos. We're going to start our Monday live stream this Monday in 2 days at 11 a.m. Eastern, 8 a.m. Pacific. If you're on the West Coast, that's 8 a.m., 11 a.m. If you're on the East Coast, of course, daylight savings, it's going to be darker, but 8 a.m. Monday morning, I'm going to go live talking about Dodger baseball, so don't miss out. Let's get right into it. Of course, Tyler Glasnow had 6 strikeouts today in his third spring training start. Glasnow pitched to 3 innings. As we know, this is normal. You're not going to see the star players or pitchers, pitch for a long time during spring because these games mean absolutely anything. But what was interesting about today's game as well was that the Dodgers suffered their first loss in the month of March. Where was it? March 8th? The Dodgers have been undefeated the whole month during spring. That's pretty crazy. This team is winning ball games even in the Cactus League, even when they're playing basically their AAA team. It just shows you how great their farm system is. This is the best farm system in baseball. I don't know how you can disagree with that. We have the best, group of young players that are coming up. It shows every year. I mean, the Dodgers have assets to trade every year. They're always able to pick up guys that you didn't expect they were going to get. And that's because they have players that are in their minor league system that are doing a great job. And it's showing during spring training, right? It's showing during spring training. The Dodgers suffered their first loss today of the whole month, 5-2 against the White Sox. But Tyler Glasnow was a story, right? Tyler Glasnow was the story. 6 strikeouts in 3 innings, only allowing 1 run, and that was a home run to, of course, former Dodger Miguel Vargas, who was traded during the trade deadline last year during the 24th season to the Chicago White Sox. That was, of course, a trade that, of course, there was a lot of funny memes and reels that were coming out about Vargas sitting on the sideline with the White Sox. As we know, the White Sox were pretty bad when he got traded, and they're still pretty bad. I mean, the White Sox stink. I mean, they're one of the worst teams in baseball. The Dodgers, of course, ended up getting Michael Kopech in return, but Vargas hitting a home run. The guy's a great player. I wish nothing but the best, to Vargas. I think he's a good ball player, and getting a home run today off of Glasnow. That was the only blemish for Glasnow, right? Glasnow looked great. 6 strikeouts. Super excited to see Glasnow. What do you guys think? I mean, Glasnow is the number 3 guy, right? He's the number 3 guy on this rotation. We got Yamamoto number 1. We got Blake Snell number 2, who's going to be pitching tomorrow against the I almost said Oakland A's, against the Athletics, right? They're just called the Athletics baseball team, if I'm not mistaken. They're not using Sacramento. They're not using Oakland. Just the Athletics. The Dodgers and the Athletics tomorrow, right? From Arizona, and Blake Snell will be getting the ball. So I'm going to say Yamamoto number 1, Blake Snell number 2, and then we got Glasnow number 3, right? What do you guys think? Comment below. I believe that's our rotation to kick off the 25 season. Yamamoto is going to pitch one of the Japan games, and I assume Yamamoto is the opening day starter as well. But who knows? Maybe Blake Snell gets that job. But Glasnow's looked pretty good. So the Dodgers they got 4 number 1 starters on this team. I mean, come on, I've said this before. They got 4 guys who would be number 1 on any other ball club. Snell, Yamamoto, Ohtani, and Glasnow. All four of these guys would be number ones on any other team, and we got them all on the same team. So the Dodgers are absolutely stacked when it comes to pitching. If they stay healthy, nobody's beating this team. Mark my words, we're going to be cracking the champagne again in late October, early November. It's going to be crazy. So, like I said, Glasnow looked great today. 6 strikeouts, most by any Dodgers pitcher in a game this spring. That's pretty crazy, right? Most strikeouts by any Dodger pitcher in the whole month of spring. Glasnow also leads the team in total strikeouts, getting 10 strikeouts out of the 24 batters he faced. Glasnow making a strong case to be the number 2 guy, maybe the number 1 guy. I don't think he's the number 1 guy, but he's making a strong case to be the number 2 guy. So that's key here. Glasnow, next start will be next weekend in one of the exhibition games. The Dodgers are going to be flying to Japan at the end of next week to do 2 exhibition games next weekend. And then, of course, they're going to have those 2 regular season games against the Cubs on Tuesday of Wednesday of that, next week, right? So it's going to be, in 2 weeks, I'd say 10 days. So Dodgers going to be flying to Asia very soon. And, Glasnow's going to be pitching one of those exhibition games, which is going to be super exciting to watch Glasnow, pitching against a Japanese team, right? Tim Neverett said multiple times in the Sportsnet LA broadcast Saturday that Glasnow will specifically start against the Yomiuri Giants. That's one of the first of the 2 expeditions played on Saturday night, 3 a.m., of course, locally. So, talking, of course, 3 a.m. locally on the West Coast. So, it's going to be exciting for sure. All other notes from today's game, this is from TrueBlue.com, by the way, giving credit to that website. Mookie Betts, Freddie Freeman each delivered RBI singles in the 5th inning. None of the Dodgers starters batted more than 3 times on Saturday. To date, through 17 spring training games, Ohtani on Thursday against Texas was the only Dodger to bat 4 times in a ball game. So the Dodgers definitely not risking anything, which is, expected, right? These games mean nothing. They mean nothing. They're spring training games. Come on, guys. So, wanted to talk a little bit about a player that an ESPN insider believes could be a huge impact for the Dodgers this year, which is kind of crazy. Talk about Alex Freeland, shortstop, highest ranked infielder for the Dodgers, shortstop, Alex Freeland. So, this came out today, SportsIllustrated.com. ESPN's MLB insider Eric Karabell seems to think that Freeland's time in the majors is right around the corner, and Karabell made predictions saying that Alex Freeland, as you look at his numbers here from this article, have been pretty good. 18 homers, 74 ribbies, and at just 23 years old, the switch hitter looks to be one of the next names to be called at Dodger Stadium. What do you guys think? Alex Freeland, shortstop. We know the shortstop position is always kind of an issue for the Dodgers. And, of course, Mookie Betts moving back to the infield. But that's the thing. Alex Freeland, do we see him with the Dodgers this year? I mean, it has to do a lot with how Kim does, right? If Kim ends up being that guy the Dodgers are looking for, then we probably won't. But if not, I think Freeland gets a call. So we'll see what happens with that. We got such a stacked farm system, it doesn't even matter. We got so many guys coming up. As always, make sure to subscribe. Enjoy the Laker game. Lakers and Celtics. It's always fun. And as always, let's go Dodgers. Woo!